working now on my sketchbook. It's the same one that you saw a sketchbook tour and one of the process videos late. I'm still working on the sketchbook with my daily sketches. Our last couple of days were highly sociable, so I missed a couple of sketch days, so I'm kind of catching up today. That's what I will be doing after I film for you this update. And the other thing, I hope you can see it. So me and my girlfriends, we're actually now at the moment are doing digital painting classes, really big one, and in the end we will supposed to be able to do quite an amazing stuff. I'm still very like, that's the other one. I'm still very like beginner mode, but look at that. I mean, I'm so proud of myself. Hello, I didn't speak with you for quite a while. The latest videos were sketchbook tours, like processing videos and silent vlog. It's been very different and I miss good old vlog. So I decided to do an artist video vlog. Next week will be also a week of a person who lives in Spain, and it's going to be Semana Santa. And it's a week of a person who is a parent because it's school vacation and I won't have my solitude and hermitage of my studio for a week. And also it's a week of a person in the immigration because for the 10 days we will be having my in-laws visiting us. My partner's mom and her husband gonna be visiting us, and it's gonna be hopefully a week where we'll showcase to them all the local beauties. They're gonna be renting a car and hopefully we will go somewhere, and I'm very excited about it as well because the area where I live is so full of so many interesting sites. And definitely be sure I will take you with me and I will try to sketch there and everything. I won't film a lot of my morning routines because usually the light is not so good in the kitchen, plus it's the routine which also has, except me, my partner and my child, and I don't really want to kind of flash them too much in the videos because it's their privacy and I don't want their privacy to be too much exposed. Of course, here and there I show my husband and I show my child, and I don't see it as a big no, but generally I try to respect their privacy and to keep this channel more about me, my art, my processes. So yeah.
Родилось.
I gotta clean this eventually. Promise. It will be done. Having a plant at the table, I ended up robbing the plant of water and I need to clean it now. Yeah, so we call it a day. So I had this dream for a very, very long time. I don't even know how many years it's been really, but I really want to be able to paint digitally. So, like, this is basically my dream. I know that with like AI and cuts everywhere, like in games and animation, in concept art, like everywhere, most probably this skill won't like land me on a job or on a client or something. But I have these ideas in my mind. And sometimes I make those photographic references that I really want to be able to convey them into the like paintings, digital paintings. So I took some classes before and I always quitted and I never finished them, and I got so overwhelmed and so confused because quite often those classes were like from something very simple like boom to something like so complicated that I just completely withdrew and crashed and I just couldn't do it. But it seems that this course that I found, and I also basically seduced my girlfriends to join me. So it's a group of 4 of us at the same course. There is like a course chat and everything, but we also have our separate chat where we cheer each other on, we show each other like processes, we support each other, we show us each other like tricks and everything. And I hope that this time I will manage, because I have an idea of a picture book in my head. And I really want to do like downloadables based on my photos for the like phones and computers, like wallpapers and stuff. Because I'm a person, unfortunately, who cannot really do shipping. This is not my strongest suit. I just cannot do organized shipping. And also nowadays it's so complicated because of the new tariffs, because of the economic wars, because of the money that you need to actually print something. I don't have those money, unfortunately. And I really want to stay as frugal as possible and to use as much of like digital instruments that I have. As much as I love prints and I have some stickers, but I just like cannot ship them. So if you see me in Spain, actually, you can buy sticker from me, but I cannot ship it. I just cannot. I'm sorry. Maybe like I'm a bad artist, bad YouTuber or something, but like this is the reality for me, unfortunately. So I really want to connect with you, my viewers, with something that I can share with you, something that I can show you, something that I can offer you that you can maybe in the future like get from me and like support me in my journey. And for all of this, I really need to be able to paint digitally, and I like want it so much. And as you know, I also do lettering and calligraphy as a book cover art director. But I recently met an amazing lettering artist. Her name is also Vera, which is amazing, and she does book covers, which has lettering and illustration. And most probably you saw her works, and I will show you some of her works here. And when we talked a little bit, it was really funny because like there is like not many people in the world who are also Vera and who are also doing lettering. And she said, yeah, she also started with lettering, but then she added up illustration. So she was able to offer more comprehensive and more interesting and more complicated like services as a freelancer. And I feel that is also like a path for me. So this week we're gonna be working much at my skill. I have 2 classes a week and also some homework to do. And I also host 2 sketch clubs. One is like for my Russian speaker subscribers who are not able to join Discord, and it's like for a little bit of donation. And the other one is like international and free to attend. It's on Discord. So if you are interested, if you lack art buddies and company, I will leave my contacts in the description, and you can like contact me and I will send you the link, because the Discord links sometimes get broken, so I don't really want to just put a link in the description because it will expire at some point and I will need to renew it. So yeah, and that's gonna be the week. I'm on a one-day trip to Girona, which is a town north of Barcelona. So we need to get to Barcelona and then up. And here we're gonna be seeing the cathedral, which is like a Sept of Baelor in Game of Thrones, which is amazing if you ask me. And yeah, and some important sightseeing. I don't know much about Girona, unfortunately, so it's gonna be very like touristic trip. But I'm bringing you with me, and I took with me my camera, and I really hope to make some pictures with my like real camera. Hello and welcome to the end of the vlog, and let's have some tea and talk a little bit about the week that just passed. I did a lot, and also as usual a lot of was off the list. I got my period started, so on Friday I just had to cancel half of the day. This is the complications that you have being a woman with like period. Sparrow, hello baby. Oh, so cute. So welcome to the closing video of this vlog, and let's try to kind of sum up what happened. I didn't do the edit yet, but from what I remember from filming, it was a little bit hectic, and I did a lot. I had 2 classes on the digital painting. I had 2 sketch clubs. I managed to write what I wanted to write. I managed to do stuff. I had this therapy session. I had like my mastermind YouTube support group meeting. So like a lot of stuff was done. And we are at Sunday now. And I don't usually work on Sundays and I don't usually film on Sundays, but this is the perfect time for me to speak to you because I'm alone at home. My son and my husband are off to see Minecraft movie, and I'm very excited how my son will like it because from reviews, from what I hear, children really love it and adults are like that. So, obviously. So what I have here, what I wanted to show you in the end of this video is that my parents-in-law arrived. It's Ariel's mom, my partner's mom, and her husband, and they brought us some stuff from our old home. And of course I wanted to get some of the art materials, which is like this is a box of watercolors, St. Petersburg White Nights watercolors. And I already swatched it back at home many like years ago, like 3 years ago maybe or something. And it's really nice set. And I like about it is that it has place to mix colors, which you can easily move out to clean after you paint it. And here's a lot of full pens. It's I think like 25 of them or even 30, something like that. And here's like a free space for more pens, and if you count half pens you can really squeeze in a lot here, but if you count full pens it's plus 12 colors. So, and I'm really happy that they sell this. It is a set, it's just sold like that, so I'm really happy that they sell the set with the like additional space, so you really can have like very big palette here, especially if you will use half pens. You will be just like, you will have all the colors of the world. So yeah, and this is, you can see, it's just like pretty new set. I barely used it actually back in Moscow. I only swatched it, but then I like, stuff happened, right? Immigration and everything. So yeah, so I have my watercolor back. And I have so many watercolors now that I really need to do more watercolors, right? And to do watercolors properly, one needs brushes. And I only had like 3 little brushes here, and like which I took with me into immigration, which are in this like travel format way. And they're really small, really small. And I also have one, this like huge thing, which I also brought from Moscow. I bought it in Moscow. So, but the thing is, what I've realized, unfortunately, is that the art materials are so dang expensive. And because I don't really earn money with making this type of art, it's very hard for me to justify spending money on the art materials at the moment. So, I asked my mother-in-law to bring me all my old brushes because I have a lot of watercolor and I have a lot of gouache, and I really want to paint more with them, but I didn't really have enough brushes. And now I have like fucking lots of them. And I just like didn't ask her to go through them. I just like asked her to bring everything, and there's like a little bit more here. So I have a lot of brushes now. Not all of them are watercolor brushes, not all of them are good brushes. Some of the brushes, like this one, this is like really thick oil brush, for example. So I have actually a set of oil brushes here. Like all these are brushes for oil. Like even not for acrylic, these are like very hard, like oil paint or oil brushes. But I'm really happy because I really would love to do oil paintings eventually, because I did have a little bit of oil painting back in Russia. So, and I will definitely have to buy paints because it's hard to bring oils and acrylics through the customs. Somehow it's kind of like forbidden or something, because these paints are inflammable and you basically cannot really put them even into your luggage. So unfortunately you can only, that's why I only brought inks, watercolors and gouaches when I was like moving out of Russia. So all my acrylic is there, all my oils are there, so sad. But at least I could take brushes, because like good brushes here in Europe, they cost like 50 euros per brush, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not paying that. So I have a lot of brushes now. I don't really have a lot of good watercolor brushes, unfortunately, but I have my favorite one, and it's like, it warms my heart actually, because this brush is like, let me show you. Is it like, no, what's with the focus? So this brush, it's basically no name. So the thing about this brush is that it's such an old brush that like it doesn't have any brand name on it. Like this one, for example, is Van Gogh Royal Talents Squirrel Imitation. And I bought it to be new brush of this one, because this one is slowly dying. It started to die quite a long time ago, because you cannot see it really on the picture, but like it started to lose its hair. I think it's very old, and I think it's real squirrel brush. It's not synthetic. And I don't buy real brushes anymore for a long time, but this one is very old brush. I think it's like maybe even like 20 years old or something, and I love it. I love this brush for watercolors so much, and I've been trying to find, and I didn't take it with me eventually, because these brushes, these are travel brushes. You can do that, and your brush is protected. And I didn't want to ruin my favorite brush, so I left it in Russia. And this one is its counterpart. It's almost the same size. It's a little bit like longer hair. Oh wow, I have a birdie. Hello birdie. Like there. It's a sparrow. It's eating something on my balcony. I really wish so much to feed these little birds, and like I'm still looking for a possibility. So cool. Anyways, so I'm deteriorating. I'm so sorry. So yeah, and I have my two favorite watercolor brushes with me now, and they're slightly bigger than my travel ones, which is really nice. And I also have this one also. It's a little bit harsh. It's also Van Gogh, but it's the one that's been, it's also, you can divide it in two parts, and it's been at the watercolor set. So my favorite brushes are here, and I have these things to kind of like for inks and for liquid stuff. So I have a lot of stuff that my mother-in-law brought to me, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, and I didn't have time, unfortunately. I didn't have time for that because I wanted to do it on Friday, but like period got me. I didn't manage to paint this guy, and I think that's what we're gonna be doing now, because I'm alone at home. It's so nice. It's so rare that I'm alone at home. It's day, sun is shining, I have my tea, and let's paint this dude.